Power forward from Angeles City, Pampanga, number 23, Richard Escoto. And at center from Orani, Bataan, number 8, Bradwin Quinto. Coaching the bossing is Jeff Carriazo. It is now time to meet the starters for the Magnolia Chicken Timplados Hotshots. Point guard from Zamboanga City, number 17, Peter Alfaro. Shooting guard also from Zamboanga City, number 14, Mark Baroca.
Of your PBA Saturday inside the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Ball is up and away we go. Alfaro gets the first touch of this match. Ian Sangalang, usually Philippine Cup. He elevates his numbers as Aris Jonicio converts from downtown.
That was such an offensive rebound.
And off the bench you will have Paul Lee, you will have Xavier Lucero, Luis Calvin Apueva as the 3-point shot connects for Bearfield. Their first bucket of the game.
Such a deadly shooter Bearfield is. He only needed a little space. Of course, there was a ball screen provided for him, but that little space was enough for that jump shot.
You know, as long as he's healthy, he will be one of the top guards in the league. Now, they certainly need the hope for the Blackwater bossing. Sangalang off the pocket pass. Strong move inside. Another set of second chance points. Now secured by Ian.
He had a rebound. You know, he took an open shot but missed, but that's part of their system. That's part of their flow.
Sangalang, another attack. Could be another assist there for Mark Baroca. Now Sangalang has 4 points, eating up the interior defense of the Blackwater bossing. Oh, great move coming from Bearfield as he has all 5 points for Blackwater. All field goals, rather, for Blackwater. Only David has added a free throw.
And he took that layup against Sangalang and saved Lucero. What a gutsy move by Bearfield.
Sangalang dribbles out, hand off to Baroca. They go to another pocket pass. It has been automatic. Bit of confusion on the ball screen defense. For the Blackwater bossing, let's see how they adjust. David has size against Jonicio. Now posting up. That short fall-away jumper won't work. Ginto wins the rebound and scores on the reverse.
Bradwin Ginto is such a hard worker and he positions himself well for the rebound. That was a good attempt by Christian David. He just missed the hook by a few inches.
Lucero gives the ball back to Baroca. Mark attacking. Short corner jumper. Won't get the bounce. Forward pass. David catches and connects. His first field goal of the matchup. Blackwater is up by 1. Rome De La Rosa and Paul Lee all checking in. Bearfield on the blow by. Layup is there.
Explosive crossover dribble, and he was able to blow by Rome De La Rosa, and there was no help defense to cover that baseline attack.
Sangalang. And off to Paul Lee, being defended by Bearfield. Better coverage this time around. De La Rosa dials it up downtown.
Great first attempt for Rome De La Rosa, immediately puncturing that hook.
Good idea coming from David, attacking the much smaller defense of Paul Lee, but he comes up empty. Passes a bit behind Lastimosa, but he manages. Sangalang, oh, this is going to be easy, and it's going to be an N1.
And that was such a great pass coming from Xavier Lucero, recognizing that it was Bearfield on Sangalang. And that's automatic 2 points for Ian.
Bradwin Gin, cross-court pass now. Shot clock reads 8. This is Mitchell with a one-handed pass. Bradwin Ginto down low, gobbled up by the defense. Stop completed.
Blackwater has a very deep rotation with their guards.
Paul Lee, the leaner, signature shot for the lethal weapon.
Beautiful shot coming from Paul Lee that time.
16-12 is the count. Mitchell goes baseline, the pass stolen by Lastimosa. Forward pass to Lucero. Xavier, strong move, gets the layup in the foul.
was bumped in mid-air by Christian David. Of course, it's so hard to challenge Zabe Lucero once he gets the...
David will be the only starter still on the floor right now. Christian shoots over the defense of Paul Lee, and he knocks it down.
He surely can make that shot. He averaged close to 40% from downtown in the Commissioner's Cup.
Especially against a smaller defender. And Paul Lee, you can shoot over him. Good cut, Lastimosa issues a pass. Abueva attacks, kicks it out to Lucero for three. Good as well.
Oh, yes. Same Lucero with his own three-point shot. Of course, credit the great ball movement of Magnolia. Very unselfish.
David wants back-to-back.
Wow.
He will pick it up.
No effort at all in that three-point shot by Christian David. He's such a natural shooter.
Now he is the leading scorer of this game with 9 points already. Hand off to Paul Lee. Lucero goes to the Euro, gets the N1.
Lucero is just so quick.
Oh, they will call the travel. No, they call the basket N1. As Justin Chua. 9 points for David, 7 for Fairfield. And that one-hander is good for the Beast.
He's such an expert with those floater from the mid-range, and he had a lot of space there.
You cannot give Calvin Abueva a running start. It's difficult to contend with downhill. Biggest lead of the ball game now for Magnolia at 11. Chua to David, pulls the trigger one more time. Missed that three-point attempt. Lucky break there for Blackwater as Abueva had a piece of the basketball, but it bounced off of him into the waiting hands of David, who's now in double digits with 11.
Oh, another blow by right there. This time from Jerome Lastimosa. So the defensive issues continue for Blackwater. And add to the fact that they're already in penalty.
Minute 30 seconds remaining here in our first quarter. Again, we thank you for joining us on PBA Rush and Filipinas Live. Fairfield to Tongkaw, wide open as De La Rosa lost his footing. Too strong from Fairfield. Lastimosa on the attack, gets the breaks. Lee back to Lastimosa. The pass back results to a triple.
Very unselfish offense for Magnolia that time. Lee was wide open, but he opted to pass it back to Jerome Lastimosa, who did not disappoint with a three-point shot.
It looks like Blackwater is always trying to recover defensively, right? After every pass, after every drive, they try to react, but they leave Justin Chua wide open down low. To allow you to extend your arms and not be called for an offensive foul.
Correct. He is so smart, and this was the open layup for
double team now, forced to pass out. Abueva goes on the drive, kicks it out to De La Rosa. 1 second to shoot. Barroca beats the buzzer with a three.
Again, the excellent ball movement, really beautiful to watch, is the offense of Magnolia.
Our referees will take another look at it. But from our angle, it looked like, let's see where this goes. Barroca on the ball screen with Sangalang. They were the first two to really do damage. They create a mismatch and a driving lane for Rome De La Rosa.
Again, defensive lapse on the part of Blackwater. De La Rosa took advantage and scored off that baseline drive. And now this is a commanding 17-point lead.
Escoto. Ball screen action, Peter. Goes to Barroca. Could not pull up for the jumper. Alfaro fakes. The floater is good.
Good move by Peter Alfaro. Their very first game, but on both ends of the floor, they're really playing high-quality basketball.
That shot will fall for Fairfield. Another triple for him as he also hits double digits with 10.
Nothing more Zabe Lucero could do.
Sure.
He had his arm extended.
Lucero will try to get it back, but he will come up empty. 41-27 as we have about 4 minutes gone by in your second quarter. Richard Escoto Trying to evade the defense of Lucero, but he stays with him. BJ off the spin, the layup is good. Lastimosa rejects the ball screen from Ribes, driving lane, he stops, kicks it out, stolen by Bearfield. What a find, David completes the play with the layup. It's a stellar play, leading all scorers now with 13 points and inching Blackwater closer, down by 10, 41-31, timeout Magnolia. Malilin has it now. Troy banging against Paul Lee. The one-hander is good.
Yes, great post-up for Troy Malilin against the veteran Paul Lee.
For Ateneo in college, did not really get a bunch of opportunities. Picked up by the San Miguel Beermen in the draft. But then he was claimed through the waivers by the Blackwater Bossing.
And he was an NCAA Juniors MVP.
Three-point shot for Bearfield as the rally continues. Prince Caperal underneath, patient move inside. Really not comfortable in that shaded area. More of a face-up type of player. Abueva rushes and backs it home.
He knew exactly that he had the speed advantage over Prince Caperal. And he was able to make that floater. And Blackwater played so much better on the defensive end, making it harder for Magnolia to score.
This will be another end one for Christian David this time as he continues his stellar play. Already 15 in the match for David. It is a 17-7 quarter in their favor so far. Slowing down the red-hot offense of Lastimosa. Being hounded by two defenders. David now one-on-one against the Beast. Christian banging. Christian connecting.
He's got excellent footwork in the post, and even with the top defender as Calvin Abeba, having that size advantage, he scored.
But Abueva gets it right back on the other side.
And they have 10 turnovers already in this game, only 6 for Blackwater.
Lastimosa pull-up jumper, sweet.
It's so hard to defend against a jump shooter like Jerome. Very small space like that, he can score off that jump shot.
Lastimosa joins their leading scorers with 9 alongside Abueva and Lucero. But a counter, a three-point shot for David. Too much space given by Calvin Abueva. He has 21 humongous first half points.
Calvin apologized to the bench for that, but what a shot by Mark Baroka that time.
Our third quarter with Bradwin Ginto handling the rock now, looking for Escoto at the post. They locate JV Casio and he converts from deep. Perfect play to run coming off the halftime break.
Well, initially Blackwater was able to disrupt that flex offense of Blackwater, but they were able to find a way, reading the defense.
Xavier Lucero, the first player in double digits. Baroka using the screen from Lucero. Xavier attacks inside, fakes. Too much English on it. Ian Sangalang, easy pickings.
Would have been a great play from Lucero with that.
Calling for that same horn twist, so it's a handoff. Lucero will try from downtown once again. He backs this one home.
Using the glass that time, and he brings a good smile.
Doesn't matter how it got there, as long as it got there.
3 points pa din.
And he extends their lead to double digits. That is a big story for Magnolia. 11-point lead now. Let's see if David will stay hot. Yes, he will. Gets a rebound in Bearfield. Will attack. They go to the corner. Cash over 3. It's gone.
So 2 3-point shots now for JP Casio in this quarter.
And he does not have to create for himself. He's just waiting for that perfect opportunity.
Magnolia has tried different defenders on him. Rome, Peter Alfaro.
Doesn't matter what kind of defense he sees. any type of daylight, and he is letting that ball go. 18 points for Cedric Bearfield. And that 11-point lead is now down to just 4. A 7-0 counter run for the Blackwater Bossing. Lucero dumps the ball inside. Sangalang, the push shot is gone with a foul against Bradwin. And it might be reviewed.
That's
for the unsportsmanlike foul.
That's the second.
Bearfield goes on the drive. Overcooks the layup. Counter-attack here for Magnolia. Oli to Lucero. The drive is good for 2.
You said Bearfield needs to involve his teammates more. He's had at least 3 forced drives in this game. We know he has the green light, but he's got to involve his teammates.
Tough angle on that attempt coming from Troy Malilin. Magnolia is running again. They locate Xavier Lucero, who finishes once more.
He's so hard to stop in the open court. He's so long.
They will go back to Ian Sangalang against Chua. Double team comes for him. They swing the ball. Paul Lee did not want to take the 4, takes a 3 instead, and it's gone. Malilin runs into trouble. Another throwaway there. They go on the drive. Lastimosa with a fake pass in the bucket.
Little bit of a Pinoy step right there for Jerome.
73-57. Magnolia rebuilding their advantage. Mitchell coming in. Bearfield on the drive. Layup is good for him.
Quick drive again by said Bearfield.
No good. Rebound Tongkab. This is a good idea. Try to go on the run. JD Tongkab goes on the drive. Such a smart defender. Rom de la Rosa. Abueva. Downhill attack. That pass tapped and stolen. 3-on-1. No look pass. Ayon with a finish.
Great steal and a great pass coming from said Bearfield.
Again, it was turnovers that allowed Blackwater to come back into the game, and JD Tongkab makes it 2 straight fast break attack for the Blackwater Bossing, and the finish. This one before that, Bearfield with a steal, and then a no-look shovel pass to Mike Ayon to score his first bucket of the ball game. Their way back into this contest with defense. Lackadaisical pass coming from Mark Baroka. JD Tongkab makes it pay with a takeoff. Came too quick for them. And now he will go inside. Sneaky play there. Good cut from Rom de la Rosa. As Bearfield comes out limping. Might have rolled, might have tweaked his ankle a little bit when he tried to defend. He'll try to run it off. You can see there's some discomfort on Bearfield. So the action must come from somewhere else. Tongkab, tough angle on the layup. Abueva grabs the board.
Ooh,
Calvin creates space and hits the one-hander.
Magnolia has been so successful with their transition attack. Mostly on penetrations like that, using their speed.
Back up to a 20-point lead for the Hotshots, 83-63. David shoots over the defense of Lapot, and he has 26 now.
I was gonna say that was a 4 shot. But
Christian goes to the fall-away jumper. Great defense from Calvin. Baroka to the cutting Sangalang. What a pass! 2 members of the Pinatubo trio. 20-point lead now as Sangalang hits 15 points in the game. Pull-up jumper, good for JD Tongkab.
beautiful shot by JD Tongkab that time, making up for his early misses in this game.
Oh, poor pass. That's an unforced error coming from Magnolia. Again, that was their huge problem in the second quarter. They had 8 throwaways in the second period, and it really hampered their offense, limited to only 16 points. Ayon, pull-up jumper. gets the bounce.
He's pretty good in the medium range. He's been known for that shot even when he was playing in college.
It reminds me a little bit of a guy named Peter Jun Simon who used to play for Magnolia Timplados Hotshots. Lastimosa with a high ball screen with Sangalang. Pass lands with Barroca. Difficult jumper. Somehow it falls.
In the nick of time, that advantage over his defender.
Look at this shot. Look at how high up Mark Barroca had to release that. Ayon goes to Escoto. Scores inside.
Mike Ayon drew the defense though.
And there's not enough time remaining in the shot clock. But if not, you have to trust your teammates, trust your offense a little bit more. Luckily for them, another miss from Paul Lee. And that's more like it, a drive coming from Fairfield. An end one opportunity.
But this was more about Fairfield trying to find a way to score. So an opening right there. A little...
in the next few minutes.
They have to try to bring it down to under 10 points in the last 5 minutes if they can.
Unfortunate miss there coming from Fairfield. That pass tap. Recovered. And that is a lucky break. Xavier Lucero turns garbage into gold.
So again, not a good shot for Mike Ayon. Although he can hit that shot, but that wasn't an open shot.
With that flyby move coming from Mark Barroca, he completes the highlight with a bucket. Lastimosa slowing things down now. Gives the ball up to Sangalang. Barroca uses the Sangalang screen. Mark Barroca, the one-hander signature move. Christian David, the scoring considerably slowed down for the Blackwater big. That is Aris Junisho adding to his tally, adding to the rebounding advantage. Will be a key issue for Magnolia. They would hope that all of these bench players will be ready to contribute when they're called upon, as Ahanmisi does exactly that with a one-hander. All of their guards got opportunities to play, to lead the attack for their squad. But their defense never wavered, and Roy Malilin scores with a layup. Coach Chito Victorero waving them off, saying no need to take another shot. Yes, they will be okay. Winning this by 22 points. Magnolia Timplados Hotshots dominant 106-84. Picking up their first win out of Philippine Cup.